to Gen Y Footy, a special edition of Gen Y Footy, because Scott Dooley, Charlie Sheen's mate, is going to join us live in the studio.
And our mate.
Oh, our mate too.
Yes.
But this is going to be the quickest first segment ever. Bad weekend of footy on the weekend. You lost.
Dreadful weekend for us.
I feel sorry for you.
Thank you. I appreciate your sincere apologies.
And I feel sorry for us, Frankie, because we were on a high the week before and then we come crashing down to earth. The Blue Boys got smashed by Essendon.
Yeah, what are you doing there, Frankie?
Oh, mate,
what are you doing? I think I know what you're up to.
No, look, these lights I noticed last week were very hot. And
Yeah.
I was sweating it up a bit in my palms, obviously sweating my pen. I couldn't get my hand around the pen without slipping. So
I reckon you've been a bit of a smut aleck there,
Again?
mate.
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, well, I thought it had washed out of him, but obviously not.
Well, what's wrong with the sweatpants?
Well, I'm aware that I didn't have a great game on the weekend, and I played against an opponent, Ryan Crowley.
Here's a photo of you, Dale, with his sweatbands.
Yeah, there
on
I am,
Crowley.
right there.
Oh, I get it now.
It wasn't quite that hot on the weekend, but he was wearing sweatbands.
Hey, but your words, not mine. I never said you had a bad game. I enjoyed your game.
Thank you.
Now, as we said,
Up
first...
until about half time, and then I sort of didn't see you.
Now, Brownlow metal detector?
No, not bothering them.
No Brownlow metal detector because Dale didn't get a kick on the weekend. We did say the quickest segment ever on this show because Scott Dooley is waiting, but we just want to make a quick mention to this guy, Jonathan Brown, bit of vision here, kicked his 500th goal on the weekend, and let's hope we can see him play some more footy for years to come.
That's for sure.
Frankie, anything you worry about your sweatband and what you look like?
Just trying to think, is anyone wearing headbands these days?
No, just you.
Oh, good.
You
Well,
look like an
I won't
idiot.
line up on anyone with
Scott Dool's up next, plenty more Gen Y Footy to come.
Tasmania. It's home to some of the toughest, harshest environments in the world. The weather can change in an instant. And yet Blunston has survived here for over 140 years. You don't survive that long without making a boot that's tough on the outside, but soft on the inside. Blunston, tough by nature.
Welcome back to Gen Y Footy. Well, the funniest man that we've ever come across, Frankie, because we're not funny.
Well,
so
I deal with you most of the time, so anyone's funnier than you. But yes, you're right.
Scott Dooley, thank you very much for joining us on the show.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Now, mate, you're down here, we like to think, because you've come all the way from Sydney to spend some time with us, but it's not. It's for the Anzac Day clash today.
Well, that's where you're wrong. I came down because I was going to do the Gen Y Footy show.
Oh, so we shouldn't assume.
And I spoke to Demetrio and I said, do you mind whacking on a game? They said, how's Wednesday? I said, that sounds great. And Bombers and Collingwood put the hand up and I just happened to barrack for the Pies, so it just worked out quite nicely.
You've got some pull, haven't you?
I do. I like to think I do.
They're up and down at the moment. How are they going to go today? They had a win last week against Port, but what about today?
Oh, I don't know about the Pie. It's one of those things, Del, you'd know better than anyone, when a side's been up for so long.
Yes.
There's so much more focus on that team, and then you've got injuries, and then you've also got to bear in
Do you
mind...
play?
But you've also got to bear in mind, there's also 17 other sides that are trying to win the flag. So it's not just about that side losing. There are other sides going well. So what I'm trying to say is that today, if Collingwood loses, it's probably Nick Del Santo's fault.
I think one of the hard things with being a top team is other teams seem to get themselves up for it.
Yeah.
And Bombers are in a great position. They've won 4 in a row. Collingwood a little bit up and down, so you never know. They'll get themselves up for the game. I think it should be a good one.
Now, mate, Mick Malthouse or Nathan Buckley, whose side have you taken?
I'm trying not to take sides, but, you know, I like Mick. I do. Can I also just make a quick announcement? If anyone is watching, I am 800 grams heavier. I just want to leave it at that.
That's because you've been hanging out.
And skin folded too.
Well, my skinnies they're so good, through the floor.
And that was
Is that a term we're using?
Through the floor, yep. Through
Where
the
do
roof.
they grab you for the skin fold?
There's actually 7 sides.
Right.
So unfortunately, you don't get to pick them.
Yeah,
They're across your whole body. Gives you a rough idea of if you're fat or not, basically.
Dale's known for getting his rig out a lot.
Yeah. Do they
Davis
do
and
you?
these
Back
boys.
page of the Herald Star and everything.
Oh, that's right. You're coming out. How is it? Yeah. You pushed yourself
You
to the
ask,
front.
you ask politely, you say your name to the photographer before you walk into the ocean, and away
You
you
slip
go.
him under it.
Yeah, Scott, now I have to ask you a question, and I
Whoa,
don't want to
serious?
offend you, and I hope it's not a touchy subject, but it is in the public domain, and that's the only reason I'm asking.
Good.
Now, I've heard a rumour that you have 3 nipples. Firstly, is this true? And secondly, I'll get to once you've confirmed or denied.
It's untrue.
Okay.
Does that do much?
It
does
is.
because-
It is untrue, but I can make it true if it's going to, you know, aid
Yeah,
and
well,
abet.
why-
Yeah,
Is it true?
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
good.
It is.
Look, you know, I didn't want you to be uncomfortable here. And,
Thank
and that
you.
was a revelation that you made a few months ago
That's
on
right.
air on your radio show.
Right.
And I'm going to do the same.
Well,
Because
this
I don't
is-
want you to feel uncomfortable.
If it's what I think
and,
it is,
And we
this
know,
is-
Del, you've made revelations. You've had plastic surgery done. And
Correct.
Scott, you've got 3 nipples.
Yes,
And
that's
do you
right.
I've got freckles, which you can see.
I
Obviously.
haven't
you
even
can't
noticed.
notice.
Well, mate, I actually have extraordinarily large toes. And,
You do,
I've
like-
never shown anyone, and Dean, you know you're a
You've
close
never
friend.
worn thongs ever.
My family know about it. And I just wanted you to feel comfortable, and this is what it's all about.
Thank you so much.
So he's gone all that trouble. You don't even have a third nipple.
Yeah, that's true. What's
I've
going
got-
on with his heel though? That looks like an old bit of soap at a caravan park.
So anyway, feel comfortable and open up to us.
Thank you,
because we've all
Frankie.
got
I
this
feel-
and we're not
Can I
happy
say
with
one
it.
thing about your toes? And if anyone does watch
I
this
need a
show,
pedicure.
they actually look like Lenny Hayes' feet. He's half foot, half toe, and that is very similar.
Well, Frankie's original toe is pretty big, actually. There's the original right there.
I don't need that. My big toe is actually longer than me. My middle toe is longer than my big toe.
Thanks for that, Frankie. He hasn't even got 3
Well, I
nipples.
wouldn't call that effort for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
That was a bit pointless. Now, Dools. Charlie Sheen. So
Yes.
Tell us your relationship there, and how did it come about that you got invited over there?
So when he was having his meltdown,
Yeah.
for want of a better term, I said in quite a throwaway line, I was doing a radio show in Sydney, to the powers that be, I said, I should go over there and interview him.
Yeah.
Thinking nothing would ever happen, but knowing that I wouldn't have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. So somehow we've convinced these people, yeah, go. So before we knew it, we were on a plane to LA with no leads to talk to this guy, no idea what was going to happen, and we'd never been to LA. It was me and my mate Stefan. So we got over there, we made contact with this bloke that used to, actually a guy that has a football connection. It's the guy, Dylan Howard.
Oh,
Does
yes,
that name
yep.
ring any bells?
Not with me.
He was the guy.
Yeah.
It looks like Katie Lang a bit.
He was the
Yeah.
He was the guy that said he found the positive drug tests of a couple of footballers, right?
That's right.
And so we met up with him. He was working in LA and had a connection. Ironically, he did a drug test of Charlie Sheen. So we said, "Oh, what do you reckon the chances are?" So we're waiting outside the front of his place where Charlie Sheen lives. It's like going into a golf course, a gated community, and you've got to drive down this huge long driveway to get to these houses. So like Paris Hilton lives in his place, like Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys, Paul Anka, all these people. We were like waiting up there thinking nothing's ever going to happen. We get a phone call, hey, in 20 minutes, Charlie Sheen wants to meet you. So we went down, we did the interview. Me and Sheen got on really well. We've stayed in contact till this day. I've just come back from the States. I saw him over there.
How's he going?
On the set. Yeah, he's going well. Yeah, the set of his new show, he's doing well. Anger Management's the name of the show. So I went and checked that out, and that looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Started pushing pretty hard for the idea of a long-lost Australian cousin. Didn't quite go down. No. Then Talking Dog, which I was prepared to voice. Again, no go.
And you dressed up in some army gear there. What was going on there?
What we did is we went, during the interview, me and Sheen were talking, he has this enormous trailer, which isn't a trailer, it's a bus, it's a Greyhound bus, and you know, you can sleep on it. It's where he would have on the set of 2.5 Men, and he'd go and hang out between scenes. And it was still on the lot, the Warner Brothers lot. So we said during the interview, we should go and nick it. So we went and stole a bus.
This was in the middle of the night, wasn't it?
This in the middle of the night. And when I say we stole the bus, we got someone who works for Charlie Sheen to go and steal the bus. And it came back and we were the happiest guys. So we said, oh, let's make this movie about how we stole the bus.
Yeah.
Which is a classic example of, hey, do you know what would be a really funny idea? If the 4 of us make a movie and it's really fun for us, and then when someone else sees it, you go, no, we're just joking around.
Probably a bit like this show at the moment.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you got more to keep going here. You've done your homework on this.
Yes,
Dan.
I do. Well, we're doing this first.
What do you got
We
there?
got that? Is that for later?
That's
We're
for
gonna
later.
do
You
this
got one
first.
more. Do that one. Do
Yes.
this one.
Now, Dools, because I love listening to your radio show, and you used to do a segment called Are You Smarter Than Dools?
That's right.
Yeah.
We've got our own new one called Are You Smarter Than Dal?
Did you steal that from
So, this is how it's going to work.
I did. Everything I've ever done is stolen off right.
We've got 5 pretty easy questions. And basically, you just have to answer them, and if you're smarter than Dal, well, then you'll win.
He loves his quizzes, doesn't
Doesn't
he?
he? Nearly every week.
Are you smarter than Dal? Go.
Are you
Frankie.
smarter than Dal? Okay. Who is currently on the bottom of the AFL ladder?
Scott.
No, you're
No,
not.
you
Nah,
aren't.
Footy team.
Oh no, I thought that was my buzzer.
Oh, yeah, that can be buzzy, yes.
Okay, that's my buzzer. GWS.
Ding. Correct.
That's what I would have said.
You would have,
Yeah.
but you didn't.
You didn't love to buzz in.
You just
Yeah,
say
well,
you know.
That's what I would have said.
How we roll on this
You
show.
would be the worst Trivial Pursuit friend.
Get a buzzer.
We don't have buzzers this week.
You know we make it up as we go. No, just
Okay.
Budget cuts.
do what Scott done. He
I just
improvised.
said my name.
Okay. Can you identify this object?
Dal, you might struggle from the weekend's
No.
game.
Scott, what is it?
I'm going to go with Dal.
It's a it's actually it's a
What
share
we
in football.
what you used.
Good one. Good one.
Oh yes, I'm glad you didn't know what it was. You did know what it was Friday night. What colour are Seal's nails at the moment?
Dal.
From the voice. Dal.
Fluoro yellow.
Yes,
Bingo.
beautiful.
Matches his shoes.
I'm the only person in the world that hasn't seen any of The Voice.
Oh, 3 million people.
I
Last
know.
night.
You are definitely in the minority.
I am the minority.
You're a loser.
The thing is, though, that's the thing. Like, you're in the minority. 3 million people. 30 million live here.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
me and 27 million other
You're absolutely right.
Minorities.
minority.
Okay, here we go. On Anzac Day, before the game, is played the last what?
Dot post.
Got. Yes,
Dal.
absolutely. Dal.
Post.
You can have a point too. Absolutely. And the last question, I think you can't win though anyway, Dal, so it doesn't
Okay.
matter. But anyway, on Friday night, he played on number 26 for St Kilda
Never heard of
and
him.
beat that player. You never heard number 26 for St Kilda?
No, but I've got to tell you, St Kilda's not big on my radar.
Anyway, which player basically took Dal to the cleaners on Friday night?
Oh, okay. Oh, it was. Well, now I'm gonna take issue with the fact that took him to the cleaners. Crowley played on.
Yeah,
There we go.
Which must have been a good feeling because Crowley's pretty much the only thing that Lion has. And it must have been a thing with you guys going, who's he going to send the tag to? And when he sent it to you, you're like, he's always, I was the best player. I was the best favourite. You know, suck it,
You know
Lenny.
what's just funny about that is, I didn't get that love when he was at our club. And then he goes to another club and he thinks we're going to start tagging him now. But I didn't get love for 5 years, so it doesn't make sense to me.
But before we let you go, this one's a bit of a PR stunt for us because you do know Charlie Sheen. He's massive.
Yep.
Are you ready for a challenge?
Yes.
You love a challenge.
Yeah, I do. Well, I wouldn't say I love a challenge. If I loved a challenge, I wouldn't do this for a living. I'd have a real job.
Well, we have a special request, and we're trying to get some followers on Twitter and all that sort of thing. So
Right.
we have a
Which you've
special
helped us
hat
with.
that we'd like you to deliver to Charlie for Charlie Sheen. That's his special Gen Y footy
The
hat.
Gen Y footy hat.
And a very own
the goal umpire.
made T-shirt with the very famous winning quote on the front of it. And we'd love to get a little video message back, if possible, from Charlie himself.
And he's
saying
okay.
hey to us all on the show.
We'll Photoshop and put it on his body or something. We'll work something out. Thank you for coming in, mate. And good
No
luck
worries.
today.
Thanks for having me, guys. Yeah, good luck with the.
Don't
yeah.
scrunch it, because otherwise we'll have to iron it later at the other
I'm
end.
sorry.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
sorry about that.
It's going to go to the other side of the world,
True
idiot.
that.
Plenty more Gen Y footy still
Wait
to
a
come.
second. Wait. Every other guest on this show gets protein. Dude, you've given me this, and you've said, "Can you give this to your famous mate?" This place is a joke. Are you kidding me?
We do have to.
We've been
So,
found
that's
out.
absolutely right. We do. Here we go. Now this is where I have to get it all right. You don't go home empty-handed on our show.
Well, I was about to.
This week you get the brand new Muscle Mass Weight Gainer 6 kilo bag.
And you love your gym.
Oh, I
Probably
love
wouldn't be the
look at
first
And your
time-
weight.
and my weight.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be the first time you've had a 6 bag of some sort of powdery substance. And you also don't go home with the Blundstone lifestyle range, mate. So I hope you can get all that on the plane.
Me too.
Plenty more Gen Y footy still to come. Dale's inbox up next.
Hey guys, so you're gonna have protein after your workout, right? But hang on, you need the right protein to get the right results. Vital Strength Pro Muscle. It builds serious muscle, not just bulk. Vital Strength Hydroxy Ripped, getting you lean and ripped faster. Vital Strength Launch, the great tasting low carb whey protein. Are you getting the right results from your protein? Complete nutrition is vital. Always insist on Vital Strength.
Welcome back to Gen Y Footy. Well, our show was funny for once, so we decided to hijack Scott Dooley and keep him here for the last segment. It's now time for Dale's Inbox.
I can't believe you're actually still doing
You've
this.
got
Boys,
mail.
I've had a lot of correspondence again. It's been a big week in footy.
Mostly complaints about the segment.
First up is from George22. Tweeted me a lookalike. So here we go. We've got Merlin from the TV show apparently, and a lookalike with Jared Grant.
Oh,
Thoughts that one, boys?
What do you reckon, Dawes?
I can see that. No, I could see that. I could see Jared Grant saying, "This is not the ring you're looking for."
Straight to item 2 because we're in a little bit of a hurry.
Yep.
This one is from @Maxi, who has tweeted us one of Jimmy Neutron. There's Big Jimbo.
We love him.
And our old mate Frankie.
Oh, yes. I love
Okay,
Yeah.
very
Very good.
Especially the hairy nose spiked right up. Good
I've
one.
just been a big one.
Right over
Item
around
3,
here.
straight into it. This is a little nice one just to make me feel a little bit better because I've been getting a hard time from the boys. This is from @Samuel, who has tweeted me saying he feels sorry for me after what happened on the weekend against our former coach and also the opponent I had, but I'll bounce back because champions always do.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
thanks for that, Samuel. I really appreciate your support, mate.
How hard is it to set up a Twitter account with Samuel as the name, Nick? Is it difficult?
Well, the only problem is I keep sending it, it just bounces back to me because it's on the same phone. But
Just on Ross, what would you say to Ross right now after the week getting tagged by Crowley? Pretend I'm Ross.
I'd say, well,
Do you hate him?
I hate Crowley or Ross?
Ross and Crowley.
No, I don't hate neither of them. Crowley actually apologised to me after the game and said, I don't like doing this, but I had to do it to you on the weekends. So
Pretend you're
also
Ross.
said- I actually,
Tough question.
Okay, I've got a tough question for you. Is it true
yes.
that Mark Harvey's house was broken into, and because something was stolen, they checked my house? Is that true?
No.
I'm just intrigued. The point I'm trying to make is that do you think I stole Mark Harvey's job? Is what I'm trying to ask you, Nick Del Santo.
No, you wouldn't do that, Ross.
Thank you, Dawes.
and, Dale, just before we go, I've noticed a little cut on your lip here. Is this
Yeah.
because of this incident here in the first quarter when you copped a bit of a hit?
That's the
above
one.
Yeah,
I've
the
got
shoulder
a
there.
couple
Courageous.
Of, yeah, accidentally put my head over the ball and got whacked in the face. Didn't get a free kick.
You
but,
should have. I saw that and I thought that should have been a free kick. But
So finally, you're giving him something back, a bit of love.
I love Dale.
Oh,
It's just for the theatre.
I call it a bag hug. It's when you bag somebody and then
Yeah.
at the end of it you want to cuddle them.
Yeah.
So that's a bag hug,
So
which
is
I
it-
don't appreciate. They're not
Oh, I
good
thought
things.
that was a good thing. Yeah.
he's a bit of a backstabber. Now it's time for our second favourite segment on this show. Put your house on it. Everything's our favourite this week.
And yes, Dean, of course, this is the segment where we pick a team. We can't pick the same team twice, and we have to pick a team that we think will not lose.
Well, this is Dale's rules. He set this whole
did set
thing
the
how it
rules.
goes
Do you want
on.
me to go through who you've already picked,
Yes,
just so
please.
you know the rules?
Can we have a look at the lack of bravery? As a long-time watcher of this show,
What do you reckon will be happening here, Scotty? Who do you reckon they're tipping?
who this week?
No, these boys in general for the previous 4 weeks. Are they going to safe?
Well, I know they've been very safe. I
Yeah.
know last week was Collingwood over
Correct.
Port. What a brave
Would you want to swim
decision.
with sharks? The
Well, who would
person
you
who...
put your house on? Collingwood, or would you put your house on Carlton to beat Essendon?
Well,
Do you have a house?
I don't have a house.
No, well, you can't play. Go away.
Just so you know, boys, you've tipped Adelaide, Carlton, Richmond and Collingwood, so they are no longer in the competition.
So you want me to spice it up a little bit?
I'd love to see some spice out. There was a soft option last week, as we said, with Collingwood. So
Well-
something a little bit different, Dino, would be lovely.
Because unlike Frankie, I do respect you and I do love you.
Thank you.
I'm going to take GWS against the Doggies. That spices it up to me. Oh, no, sorry.
He said it first.
No, I'm not swimming with sharks. Sorry. What do you reckon?
Go upstairs. Let's get a review on the
So
point.
it's GWS to win.
Over.
No, sorry. Can I say again? Doggies to beat GWS. I had just gone there, didn't I?
I was going to say, Jared Grant was about to cast a spell, Merlin style.
Sprinkle shakes. Well, thank you very much for coming along, Dawes. It has been the longest show
There's a toe
ever.
for you.
Thank you.
There's a toe for you.
Thank you very much.
And there's a toe for you.
It's got tinea on it, that one. This has been the longest show ever, movie length, but thank you for coming.
It is.
Might be a two-parter.
It's definitely going to be a two-parter, and don't forget to check out deanandfrankie.com for the director's commentary, which we're definitely going to have.
And I can't wait. Charlie Sheen's going to deliver us a message next week, and we're going to have heaps of followers as well. We'll see you next week on Gen Y Footy.